Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Talk Horror to Me. I'm your host, Brooke Wright, and today we're going to be talking about the horror movie that takes one of the scariest fears as a parent you could ever have. What if your child you love more than anything in the world is not who you think they are? Today, I'm reviewing the movie called The Prodigy, and I'm giving this movie a 9.5 out of 10. To Now, I have to say, this movie really surprised me. When you hear the title, The Prodigy, you may think this is another movie about a gifted child who is smarter than everyone. But this movie takes that idea and turns it into something much darker. Because what happens when your child is not just intelligent, but something else is inside of them? What happens when the person you're trying to protect is actually the thing you need protection from? That's what makes The Prodigy such an interesting horror movie. Before we get started, this review will contain spoilers, so if you haven't watched The Prodigy yet, go and watch it first and come back. Now let's talk about why I rated this movie a 9.5. But before we get into it, I'm going to show you all the preview for The Prodigy. Here it is.
Did you really just say that? Nurturing genius.
He's our little prodigy.
Miles isn't wired like other kids.
His intelligence is off the charts. I don't have an exact score, but it'll be very high.
He's special.
Mommy, what's wrong with me?
Miles is having a very difficult time making friends. I want you to tell me everything that you remember.
I don't remember anything.
Miles's brain is extremely well developed. He may need a specialist.
You must be Miles. Miles is dangerous. I don't feel safe with him in the house.
Oh my God. He's so different now. I feel like I don't know him.
Mommy, will you always love me? No matter what I do?
So, this movie, the story is The Prodigy. It follows Sarah and John Blume, a couple who are excited to welcome their first child into the world. Their son Miles was born. From the beginning, it was clear that something was different about him. Miles is incredibly intelligent. He learns faster than other children. He understands things beyond his age. At first, his parents, believe that he's a gifted child. They think that he's special. He's highly intelligent. They honestly wouldn't. What parent wouldn't be proud of that? So, but as Miles gets older, something starts changing in him. The intelligence is still there, but so is something much darker. Miles, Jackson Robert Scott plays Miles, and he did a incredible performance playing this little crazy boy. And this role was not easy to play. So Miles is a child, and he's a creepy, weird child. But something's inside of him. There is something, like, as he gets older, he begins to change. and he begins to show like disturbing behavior, patterns and stuff. And okay, so the part that is the scariest is that when Miles was born at 4:15, a serial killer died at 4 o'clock. And so the serial killer's soul transformed into Miles's body. And so it was Miles in there and the serial killer. So the serial killer was taking over Miles's soul. And so at the end, okay, so the doctor notices that he was speaking Hungarian, and he was saying, very vile things in Hungarian. And the serial killer happened to be a man who liked hands. So he would cut off women's hands and he would draw hands. He just loved, fascinated with women's hands for some reason. So he, killed women and collected their hands. And one of the girls got away. She happened to get away, and she lived her life, had a kid, had one hand. And so for some weird reason, Sarah took Miles to the woman's house so that she could kill her, so that Miles can be her son again and not this guy. But she didn't know what she was doing. She really annoyed me in this movie. She should have just listened to the doctor and did what the doctor said. But back then, Miles was already gone, and the serial killer had taken over Miles's body by that time. And so it was just horrific. It was a good movie. It was a decent movie to watch a few times over time, but not watch like once a week or something like that. But the movie was decent, and Miles did wonderful. It was more creepy than scary. It wasn't scary. It wasn't a scary movie. It was more creepy. Like, why is this little boy doing these creepy, weird things? And I mean, there wasn't really any jump scares or anything like that. But he was just weird. He was just a weird little boy. So that's why I rated it a 9.5 out of 10, is because it wasn't really scary, but it was creepy, if that makes sense. He was weird and creepy and highly intelligent. And it wasn't like the Orphan movie where she was really a 33-year-old woman. It wasn't like that. It was more, I don't know. It was more like supernatural, and terrifying. Because some people believe that, spirits and souls can jump into other people's bodies and stuff. I don't believe that stuff, but some people do. But anyway, my final thoughts of The Prodigy is a very underrated movie. It takes one of the most powerful bonds in the world, a relationship between a parent and a child, and turns it into something terrifying. Because the scariest question is not what if there's a monster outside. The scary question is what if the monster is someone you love. That's what makes the movie The Prodigy work. So, have you all watched The Prodigy? I'm sure it is streaming. Let me see. It is streaming on... Oh, it's on YouTube for free. You can watch it on YouTube for free. Apple TV, Fandango, Amazon Prime, and Google Play. It's a horror drama. It came out in 2019, and it's an hour and 40 minutes long. And yeah, it's a good movie so far. Good movie so far. Oh, he's 17. So the kid that played The Prodigy, that played the main character, he's 17 years old now. But anyway, That's beside the point. Um, that's beside the point. Yeah. If you haven't watched this movie yet, check it out. You'll love it. You'll love it. You'll love it. Thank you so much for watching Talk Horror to Me. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and share, and hit the notification so you'll never miss another Talk Horror to Me movie review. See you next time for the next horror movie review. Bye.